when a massive humpback whale suddenly began aggressively pushing an experienced diver with its enormous body. The woman frantically tried to swim away. Despite spending 30 years studying these majestic creatures, she had never witnessed such strange behavior. As Nancy desperately fought against the pressure from the multi-ton animal, she had no idea that in just moments the reason behind the whale's behavior would shock the world. In the vast ocean waters, where the line between life and death can be thinner than a silk thread, an incident occurred that forces us to rethink our understanding of the relationship between humans and wildlife. Nancy, who had dedicated 3 decades to studying and protecting whales, found herself in a situation where her life hung by a thread and salvation came from the most unexpected source. Each day for Nancy begins with an immersion into the mysterious underwater world. As the director of the Center for Cetacean Research and Conservation and the Cook Islands Whale and Wildlife Study Center, she was accustomed to close encounters with marine giants. Her work isn't just a profession, it's a calling, a passion that drives her to repeatedly dive into the ocean depths with a camera in hand to capture the secret lives of whales in their natural habitat. On that fateful day, there were no signs of danger. The water was crystal clear, visibility was excellent, and spirits were high with the anticipation of new footage. Nancy, equipped with diving gear, was swimming alongside a majestic humpback whale, filming its graceful movements. She was so absorbed in filming that she failed to notice the approaching threat, a tiger shark, one of the ocean's most dangerous predators. But the whale noticed. And here begins the most amazing part of this story. Instead of swimming away and leaving the human to fate, the marine giant made a decision that would overturn all our preconceptions about interspecies understanding. It began persistently pushing Nancy toward the safety of the surface, shielding her with its massive body from the approaching predator. Initially, Nancy was puzzled and even frightened by the whale's strange behavior. She tried to dodge its insistent nudges, not understanding the true reason behind such actions. In the footage she continued to capture, you can hear her worried exclamations and see her attempts to swim away, but the whale was unwavering in its determination to protect the human. The moment of truth came when the whale, using all its might, literally thrust Nancy above the water's surface. That's when she finally saw the cause of her marine protector's concern, a tiger shark, which she had initially mistaken for another whale. The difference in tail movement, the characteristic side-to-side motion of the shark instead of the vertical fluke movements typical of whales, revealed to her the mortal danger she had escaped thanks to her unusual savior. Tiger sharks, common in these waters, are known for their indiscriminate eating habits and aggressive behavior. These predators can attack and consume virtually anything moving in the water, including inedible objects. An encounter with such a shark often ends tragically for humans, but not this time thanks to the whale's incredible intervention. The whale's persistence didn't wane until Nancy was safely aboard the boat, where her worried colleagues awaited. But even after she climbed aboard, the whale didn't rush to leave. It remained near the vessel for some time, as if wanting to ensure its ward was truly safe. This display of care touched Nancy so deeply that she, unable to contain her emotions, began expressing her gratitude and love to her savior. The most remarkable aspect of this story is that everything was captured on camera. While there had been known instances of dolphins saving humans, never before had a whale been filmed protecting a human from a predator. This was a first in history. No one had ever captured anything like this on video before. It's astounding how life came full circle. For 30 years, Nancy had protected whales, and now a whale had saved her from certain death. This story isn't just about a marine animal saving a human. It shows us that nature can present such surprises that even the biggest skeptics find hard to believe. We often think of humans and nature as separate entities, but stories like this remind us that we all live in one world where help can come from the most unexpected places. After this incident, Nancy began to view her work quite differently. She's no longer just a scientist studying whales. She has personally experienced how these enormous animals are capable of protecting those who are weaker and smaller than themselves. This amazing story spread around the world and showed us all the importance of protecting and caring for marine animals. It turns out that kindness always returns, even when we least expect it. Of course, not every encounter with wild animals will be this fortunate, but one thing is certain: true miracles happen when we treat nature with kindness and care.